Hello, welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Justice for All. It's me, A. Prusian. I am here still trying to gather evidence before trial day. I think I finished talking to Edgeworth here. Is there anything I need to present to him? I don't like to look through reports. You know what? Fair play, Edgeworth. Who does? I like suicide reports even less. Worst of all are the reports that multiple parts like that one. That has two. Oh, it does. 2 parts. Oh, I was going to say, did I just miss looking at it? No, this is good. He's giving me more information. 2 parts? What you just handed me is the first part of the report. Here's the second part. The second part of the report is about an attempted suicide. The attempter's name, it's Adrian Andrews? Oh. That seems like a weird coincidence, which makes it seem like it's not a coincidence. Miss Andrews, what did she do? She tried to kill herself? She doesn't seem like the kind of person to try to kill herself, though. No, but I think that's not absolutely indicative. You think she's a strong career woman? That's just what she wants you to think. Adrian Andrews, she has a certain secret she's always trying to hide. Oh, that's right. I think I still have to break her lock. I just had to find her. But maybe this is what I need to break that lock. A secret? Her dependent nature. That's what she's really like on the inside. Ms. Andrews, dependent? Talk about the exact opposite of what that woman is. Huh. Interesting. Anything else? I have no interest in talking about useless evidence. Put a little more thought into what you show me, Phoenix Wright. Still as stuck up as ever. And he is the Francisca habit also of using Phoenix's full name. It's very funny to me. It's like the opposite of using his nickname, like calling him Nick, that Maya does. It's very funny. Okay. In that case, let's see if we can go back and... Oh my god, old bag. I want to see if I can talk to Andrews. I assume she'll be in On Guard's room this time. Well, maybe not. Is she in Karita's room? Doesn't seem to be. Shoot, where is she? Oh, I guess she could conceivably be at... I was gonna say the detention center, but... That's gonna be this guy. Actually, let me look at this suicide note again, now that I have both. Can I... Oh, I can't check it. That's strange. This is gonna be him. Shoot, I'm not sure what to do. Partly because, again, it's been a few days since I recorded, and but I feel like Andrews is the person I need to talk to. Maybe I'm still missing something here with Edgeworth? Oh, does he know what's happened to Maya? No interest in talking about Isla. Okay, fine. Listen. What about Maya? We're looking into leads, but we can only look into a few key players. Oh no. That's the same thing. Come on, man. How about you? Tell us more about what you've been up to, Miles. No. Alright, fine. Adrian. She holds a large secret. Fill out the full case revolves around her. Yeah, and if I could fucking find her, I would talk to her. On guard? While I was abroad, these deplorable types of actors became popular, I take it. Well, refreshing like a spring breeze is his motto. Refreshing? What's so refreshing about a spring breeze? Oh my god, Edgeworth, get out more. Sounds like the pollen is not treating him well this year. Oh no. Okay, that's really funny. Juan Carita? There's an interesting rumor about this man. If you mean the one about Ms. Andrews getting close to him. That's pretty common tabloid fare, isn't it? I don't take things at face value when there's more to be found. Anything about Lotta? Yeah, I didn't think so. There's gotta be something where I just haven't talked to somebody about something, but... What do you think about this, Will? No. Hey, Lotta, what do you think about the suicide note? Do you know anything? I've told you how many times now? I'm a journalist. I've got so much info running laps in my head, I forget things here and there. Please don't get so worked up over this. Ha! I don't care if you beg me. Be extra tough on kids. That's this gal's motto on learning youngsters. Okay. Not helpful. This is the meanest thing this game has ever done. They put the new talk option at the top. Thank you, Reddit, who finally helped me figure that out. Oh my god. Okay, dependent nature. Oh, what's this about Ms. Andrews having a dependent nature? Adrian Andrews' attempt at suicide was a few days after the death of Celeste Impax. And why did Adrian Andrews think about committing suicide? Because she had apparently lost her will to live. Lost her will, but why would she? Her pillar of strength, her mentor Celeste Impax, was gone forever. That's why. Why would that? Is that what they call someone following someone to the grave? Oh, you know what? I was a little bit concerned earlier when Phoenix is like talking about suicide with her. Like, she's just still a kid. But as a spirit, whatchamacallit, channeler. But as a spirit channeler, she has more connection with dead people than most 8-year-olds, I think. After her attempted suicide, Adrian Andrews started attending counseling sessions. She's someone who needs a person in whom she can trust absolutely. And once she finds that person, she'll do anything she can to keep them near. Does that mean she murdered Juan? Like, signs point to she murdered Juan, but without such an anchor in her life, her crippling anxiety stifles her ability to live. Huh. And that's the nature of her dependency on others? When Celeste Impax suddenly committed suicide, the world before her turned pitch dark. That's according to Adrian Andrews herself. Then that means her super confident attitude, it's all a facade. She's only copying her mentor's behavior to hold herself together. How terrible. That would be a hard way to live. I'm glad she's in therapy. I assume that's what the counseling sessions are. Attempted suicide report added to the court record. Okay. Now I've gotten everything I need from you, Edgeworth. Why do you have to make this so difficult? Okay, before I go back to the hotel, let me just double check here. Now do I present this to you? Do you care? No. Okay. Just checking. I thought you might care because it's a... Wait. Was I presenting the wrong one? No, that was it. Okay. Okay, now can we find her in the hotel? Hey, here we go. Oh, Ms. Andrews is here. But it looks like she's talking with someone. That's Franziska von Karma. Uh-oh. Ms. von Karma? What are you doing here? Well, you see, I'm his lawyer, so... You've got some nerve following me around. Following you? That's you, Ms. von Karma. You're the one doing the following. Pearls. You're always following after that Mr. Detective with the little beard. Well, I guess it's better than just calling him Scruffy. Me? Following after Scruffy? There it is. Don't make me laugh. Let me show you something interesting, little girl. Is this the alarm she has for where, I almost called him Scruffy, Gumshoe is? What is that? An electromagnetic receiver. God. I planted a tracking device on that detective. And with this, I know that fool's every move. So that noise we heard was this receiver. I feel really sorry for poor Detective Gumshoe now. Now then, let's stop wasting time. Adrian Andrews. Yes? Think hard about what we just discussed. Understood? All right. What were those two talking about? Now that is a good question. Miss Andrews, she seems a little dazed, doesn't she? Okay, well let's present the Magatama. Let's see if we can get through this lock, finally. Motive for murder. Why was Juan Corrida murdered? If you ask me, I think you know the reason he was killed. Why are you hiding things? Don't you realize you're putting Mr. Onkar's life in danger by your actions? Why do you ask questions for which I have no answers? The truth is, I was not that close to Mr. Corrida. You were not that close? That's right. I've never been good at being intimate with another person. You're not good at being intimate with another person? Somehow I highly doubt that. Is this where we do the clipping? Or the shock from Celeste Impax's suicide? I feel like it could kind of go either way. It's a different kind of intimacy. Assuming. I don't know. Maybe she and Celeste had a thing as well. I think they want this. I'm gonna try the magazine clipping first. You and Mr. Corrida had an intimate relationship, did you not? A silly third-rate tabloid article. If you even had half your wits about you, you wouldn't believe such rubbish. Well, it seems quite a few people have already bought into this story. As to be expected in a world filled with crooks and liars. Note to self, stay on her good side. In any case, I despise interpersonal relationships like that. I see. However, what if there was a need for you to get close to someone? Me? Need to get close to Mr. Corrida? As if there was ever such a need. Didn't you get close to Mr. Corrida for this person's sake? Yeah, I think here I want the Celeste. Do you really still not understand? What? It's not in my nature to enjoy doing things for others. But you're a manager. It's called a job. I'm in charge of Mr. Engard the Star, not Matt Engard the man. Oh. And you're not my client. Okay, so that wasn't quite right. Is this my subtle hint to go home? But I know you must have had the need to get close to the victim. Me? Need to get close to Mr. Kurita. Okay, here we go, for this person's sake. I'm gonna try... Oh, duh! They want the profile. I totally misjudged that. You know what? That's a good reason for me to reload. That annoys me. I just forget sometimes that there are profiles. Alright, let's try this again. Okay, here we go. Didn't you get close to Mr. Kurita for this person's sake? Hey, remember there are profiles? And there's Celeste Impacts? There we go. Celeste Impacts, your mentor. How do you know about Celeste? Hell yeah. Ms. Impacts, she committed suicide, didn't she? But it looks like no one knows why? Right before her death, she was Juan Kurita's manager. So I believe you got close to Mr. Kurita so you could find out more about her suicide. You have a great imagination. You may have a future yet as a slimy muckraker for a putrid third-rate tabloid. Ms. Andrews. There was no mystery surrounding her death. None. It would be pointless for me to force myself into a relationship for nothing. Is that really true? Was there really no mystery at all? I don't believe you were completely at ease with the way her suicide was resolved. Now I think I want to do this. Get a hold of yourself. Huh? If you want advice on doing yourself in, I suggest asking someone like the police. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Damn it. Which translates to go take a long walk off a short pier. There was no mystery surrounding her death. None. Okay. The suicide note was hidden, maybe? There we go. Ms. Impacts' suicide note was never found, was it? It looks like the police were under the suspicion that someone had hidden it. Like maybe the person who discovered her body? Mr. Kurita? Juan? And Ms. Andrews, I believe you thought the same thing. That's why you became intimate with Mr. Kurita. I've sat by quietly and listened to your insulting ramblings long enough. It's true that Celeste was my mentor. However, allow me to say this again. It had nothing to do with me. I didn't even know her suicide note was never found. I'm a person who doesn't care about what goes on in the lives of others. That's the impression you like to give, however... I don't think that's who you really are. What? I have evidence that says otherwise. This is proof that Celeste Impacts was someone very special to you. Now they want this bit. Ms. Andrews, you nearly went through with it too, didn't you? Went through with what? Ending your life? Ms. Andrews, you look and act like a very strong woman who has it all together. You don't ask for anyone's help, relying on only yourself. Yes, I've been very independent ever since I can remember. However, that's all just a lie. A facade. A word I stole from Edgeworth. You've always searched out people on whom you can depend on. You were dependent on Ms. Impacts, weren't you? Which is why, when she passed away, you lost everything you had. Stop. When Celeste passed away so suddenly like that, I died a death of my own. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't stop thinking about what had become of her note. You must have heard about the police report. The one that said the police suspected Mr. Kurita of hiding Ms. Impax's note? You heard about it and thought to recover it from him by getting close, am I right? If that's the case, then everything changes. What do you mean? What topic did we start this conversation on again? Yeah, the murder motive. She has a motive, I guess. It was why was the victim killed? Exactly. Somehow, Miss Andrews, seems you have become the one with the reason to want Mr. Kurita dead. Me? Ms. Impax was everything to you. And then she died. And you would do anything to find out why she killed herself? Even commit murder? Murder? This is interesting. Oh, good, I healed back up. I always forget that happens. Here we go, motive for murder. It's true. I'm a woman who can only live in insecurity. I'm physically small, and I don't really have a lot of self-confidence. I've pushed against all that, though. I've tried to live strongly. I never wanted anyone to find out the truth. Miss Andrews. This one thing. It's the one thing I wanted to take with me to the grave. It was my secret. Mine and mine alone. I'm sorry. Man, Edgeworth read you like a book, though, lady. You probably think I'm a worthless human being right now, don't you? Please, Miss Andrews. All I want is to know the truth. After Celeste passed away, I heard that someone had hidden her suicide note. And that someone was Juan Kurita. Celeste, without her, I became scared. Everyone seemed like they were out to get me. So you got close to Mr. Kurita to recover her suicide note, correct? Looks like that tabloid reported the truth after all. Ironic, isn't it? Well, like they say, where there's smoke, there's fire. And if they purposefully add fuel to the fire, they keep the celebrity world burning. But as for the suicide note, I didn't and wouldn't kill anyone for it. It just doesn't suit me, that's all. Well, that's enough for now. I still have work to do, so... I understand. Oh, I have one small favor to ask. My attempted suicide. I'd like for you to keep it a secret. Ms. Andrews, if people found out about my weakness, I would rather sooner choose to die than live. All right, I understand. We'll keep it a secret. Ms. Andrews, I guess she's the overthinking type. She probably never says anything without carefully thinking it through first. Thank you for your discretion. Mr. Nick, can I ask you something? What is it? Miss Andrews has been playing with the card in her hand since a little while back. I noticed that too, Pearl. It has like a shell on it. That card? Yeah, I guess she has. Miss Andrews, what is that card you're holding? Huh? Oh, this? I don't quite know. It just suddenly appeared in my handbag. What is it? It looks like a seashell? That's what it looks like, doesn't it? I honestly don't remember owning this card. I wonder where I picked it up from. Her not remembering something clearly? Sounds like it would be a rare occurrence. Yeah, somebody slipped that into your bag, lady. Well, I must be off. I leave Mr. Engard in your capable hands. Quote unquote. Huh. Okay. Oh, hi, Pearl. Thank God. I didn't know where I was going to go or what I was going to do. Well, I think we've gathered about all we can. What about Mystic Maya? Is she all right? Oh, Pearls, she looks so worn out by all this. She hasn't slept at all. Has been walking around all over the place with me today. Extra far because a Prussian got lost. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? Let's go back to the office for a little while. You're really tired, right? Oh, no! I'm okay, really. I'm fine, I really am. You don't look fine to me. Let's go back to the law office then. So, what now? Well, we did find one thing out for sure. Miss Andrews has a motive. You mean Ms. Impax's suicide note? That's right. She was also the one to discover the victim's body. Clever. Oh, God. Oh, is this the dude? Ah, Mr. Nick, the transceiver. Okay, it is a different beeping than Francisca's. Beep. Hello? Wright and Company of Law offices? Mr. Attorney, you're not answering a phone. Maya? Where's Maya? As I promised, I've not gone within a few feet of her this whole time. Which is why, I suppose, she's absolutely famished. Yeah, she would be. What? So I suggest you win a quick acquittal, my friend. At any cost. Wouldn't you agree? Wait, Maya, let me hear her. Very well. Ask my... Maya, is that you? Sis, ask my sis. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Maya, damn it, he cut me off. Mystic Maya said, ask my sis, didn't she? Sis? What does she mean by that? Oh my god, Phoenix. Come on, Phoenix. You're a hopeless one. Sorry. Ah! Yeah, hopeless. Come on. Mia! I have a message from Maya, so come, ask me anything you want about her. Hell yeah. Maya's situation. How's Maya? She's safe, for now. That kidnapper is one to keep his word, it seems. I'm glad to hear she's safe, but Mia, how did you know? As soon as she was locked up, Maya called for me. I read the note she left, and then I gathered as much information about her surroundings as I could. Oh my god, that's so smart. It's so smart. I love it. I didn't know you could use spirit channeling like that. Pretty smart of her. Hell yeah. The kidnapper. The kidnapper, what's he like? I love how even though it like changes to her, I feel like there's still something very Pearl about this expression. She doesn't get this expression when she's possessing Maya. The kidnapper, what's he like? I don't know. Apparently, Maya went to answer a phone call at the hotel and was drugged there. And? She didn't see the face of her attacker. Ugh. Maya's locked up in a very dark place right now. I'll tell you everything I heard when I was with her. When you were with her? Ooh. Flashback to Maya? Ugh, I'm starving. I could really go for some apple pie. I'm just surprised she didn't say burgers. I mean, at a time like this, sweets are the only way to go. Okay, fine. I stand corrected. I have to stay positive. He promised me he wasn't going to kill me. I'm not going to die. Sis, I wonder if you're with Nick right now. Okay. Let's examine. Drat, it's locked. This door's lock seems easy enough to open. On TV, the hero always uses a plastic card or a stiff piece of cardboard. Then click, they magically open the door. I wonder if there's a card like that around here I could use. I mean, there's this card. Interesting. See, I thought the kidnapper might have slipped this card into Andrew's bag, but she didn't seem to recognize it. Huh? Someone dropped a card here. Kind of looks like a business card. There's no name on it. Okay. It's a picture of a seashell, I think. What a strange card. Ah, that's it! This shell card. If I use this, maybe I can get the door open. This might be my key out of here. I had a feeling this card might be useful. Such a genius. Alright, now if you'll excuse me, Mr. Kidnapper. Click. I did it! Okay, now I'm getting the heck out of here. I shouldn't keep Nick waiting, or worried. Okay, well, I guess there was nothing else I needed to examine. To be continued. Huh. Okay, what's gonna happen next? Is she actually gonna escape? That would be great. March 22nd, so the next day. 9:47 a.m., District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. Adrian did it? That's what it looks like. Dude, no way. That woman couldn't do anything like that. In court today, there will be a mountain of evidence that will implicate you. A mountain of evidence? I'm certain there's someone out there trying very hard to pin this whole thing on you. Yeah, like, that's the thing, especially with the kidnapping of Maya. It feels like there's this whole extra conspiracy layer going on here. It's not so simple as Andrews did it, but they thought On Guard did. Like, even if she did kill him, which I'm, like, kind of 50-50 on, I don't think she set up a kidnapping. It doesn't make sense. That's the thing that's really interesting to me about this case, is nothing about the kidnapping makes sense. And it seems counter to whoever's framing On Guard. So there's like 2 to possibly 3 people up to shenanigans here. One person who killed Karita, another person who's framing On Guard. And those could be the same person. But then a second or possibly third person who's kidnapped Maya in order to get Phoenix to get this guy declared innocent, which is something Phoenix would probably have been willing to do anyways. Please, Mr. Lawyer. Dude, like I said yesterday, I'm refreshing like a spring breeze, alright? I can't let any sort of scandal ruin that. I understand. Scandal is the pollen of the spring breeze, I suppose. Well, it's almost time. Is this Edgeworth? Oh, it's Mia, even better. Mia, who must get a complete acquittal today. I know. I can't focus on Maya's situation right now. Or Pearl's either. No matter what, I have to focus on winning this case by the end of the day. Indeed. Well, let's get going. And that's the other thing, is when was the last time we had to do it in one day? Like, normally these later cases take several days because you have to do another round of interviews and evidence gathering. I don't feel like we have enough evidence. Oh, it's him. Beep. This is Wright. Good morning. This is it, Mr. Attorney, the day of the trial. Maya, she's unharmed, right? Well, when I checked on her earlier this morning, she seemed a bit, how shall we say, tired. Don't worry, people don't die that easily. Besides, what you really should be concentrating on is winning today's trial. Is he bluffing this? Because Maya escaped? Ugh. For my sake, as well as yours, you must win today's trial. For my sake? What the hell is up with this guy? Which is why I sent you a little present this morning. Present? What in the world would you want to give me? You'll figure it out once the trial starts. And even if you don't like my gift, I expect you to graciously accept it and win the day's contest, if you please. We know what the kidnapper looked like. The weird-ass bellboy with, like, the zipper down his face. But I wonder, could that have been a disguise? It's hard to tell in this game because wacky character design is, like, the main thing about this game. Wait! Beep. The kidnapper sent me a present? Mr. Lawyer, dude. Who is that? No one. It has nothing to do with you, so forget you heard anything. Dude, did your nose just get longer? Yeah, that was a bald-faced lie. Here we go in court. Court is now in session for the trial of Matt on guard. Are the prosecution and defense ready? The defense is ready, Your Honor. What the hell? I say, Mr. Wright, what happened to Ms. Von Karma? I don't know, Your Honor. Why are you getting mad at me? Bailiff, huh? Your Honor. Please be quiet, bailiff. Court is in session. If you must tell me something, please keep it brief. Now then, what is it? Prosecutor Von Karma has... This morning, Ms. Von Karma was shot by an unknown gunman? Holy shit! Was that the kidnapper? Is this the present? Is this gonna get Edgeworth back in the prosecutor's chair? What? Shot? I just noticed her side was empty. Somehow, I think this is the present that man was talking about. His present? Ms. Von Karma is one of the top prosecutors in the country at the moment, despite the fact that she's lost all cases with us. If she were to disappear, it would be to your advantage. This is totally insane. Ms. Von Karma, is she alright? I don't have that answer. She's alive and in stable condition. That's good. Whew. Huh? I thought he'd show up. There he is. Wait, he's in the witness box. Alright. Your Honor, due to the circumstances, Miss Francisca Von Karma cannot appear in court today. I, Miles Edgeworth, will be taking her place. Hell yeah, let's do it, buddy. The prosecution is ready, naturally. Ms. Von Karma was shot in her right shoulder and is currently undergoing surgery. Luckily, I have looked this case over and am familiar with the details. The prosecution seeks to prove the guilt of Mr. Matt on guard. The court acknowledges the prosecution. Right. I finally found the answer I was struggling for in my long journey this past year. By the time this case comes to an end, you too will know the answer. Now then, the prosecution would like to call its first witness. Please bring Detective Gumshoe to the witness stand. Alright, let's establish the facts of the case. Witness, your name and occupation. My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm a detective down at the precinct. For now. For now? After this trial's over, I'm supposed to turn in my badge, sir. Gumshoe! Detective Gumshoe. Now, the prosecution has no need for a depressed witness. Lift your head up and face forward like a proud officer, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Yes, sir. Now, let's have your testimony. If we want to explore the various facets of this case, we must start with that. Get ready, Phoenix. It's going to be one very rough fight. Yeah, it would have to be with Edgeworth as my opponent. The answer he was struggling for. Interesting. Show me this answer you finally found, Edgeworth. Self-actualization? I don't know. The bare facts of the case. This murder happened after the Hero of Heroes award ceremony, sir. The victim, Juan Carita, was found dead in his hotel room. After looking into the cause of death, we believe he was definitely murdered, sir. At first, we thought there was something suspicious about the empty guitar case. However, we later found out that the guitar case had nothing to do with the murder. Exactly. You and me both, Judge. After the award ceremony ended, the victim was alone in his room? Yes, sir. Both the victim and the defendant went alone to their rooms, sir. I see. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Let's do it. Alright, murder happened after the Hero of Heroes award ceremony. Would you please give us a brief timeline of what happened after the ceremony? Okay, pal. The ceremony started at 6 p.m. It ended around 8 p.m., and then there was a short break. A special post-ceremony show was supposed to start in the lobby 30 minutes later. And that's when the victim's body was found, correct? Which is to say the murder occurred during that 30-minute break period. Please continue with your testimony, Detective. The victim was found dead in his hotel room. The person who discovered the victim's body was Adrian Andrews, correct? Yeah. Who is this Adrian Andrews you're talking about? She's the defendant, Matt Ungard's manager. She's a really pretty lady, sir. Ah, so she's a pretty lady. Wonder if she will grace us with her presence. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like she's a pretty lady is not the most important thing about her, so focus in, guys. When the post-ceremony show was about to start, she went to get Mr. Ungard. After visiting his room, she next went to the victim's room to get him for the show, sir. I see. And that's when she found the victim's body? Cause of death, he was definitely murdered. The cause of death? Wasn't that because Mr. Carita was stabbed in the chest? Only a careless amateur would believe something so brainless as that, pal. What? Why not? Take a good hard look at the crime photo. Yeah, it looks like he was stabbed, but that's not a very deep stab. And it's not near anything vital. That's not gonna kill you. Was he poisoned instead? Now, a real pro's attention would be drawn here, to this bandana. Oh, was he strangled? Huh, banana. His bandana, sir. That's the thing wrapped tightly around his neck, sir. Ah, yes, I see. His banana-scented bandana. Okay, Judge. Then what about the knife? Seems to have been stuck in the victim's chest on purpose after his death. Huh. We have a crafty murderer on our hands here. Strangled with a scarf, then stabbed with a knife. Okay. Interesting. Thought there was something suspicious about the empty guitar case. And why did you think that? Because it was empty, pal. The Jammin' Ninja doesn't go anywhere without his bright red guitar. And we couldn't find it anywhere at the scene of the crime. Oh, then how about this theory? A fan really wanted the guitar and did the crime to get it. How's that? We thought of that too, but... The only fingerprints on the guitar case were the victims. Only the victims, huh? I see. So much for my theory then. Guitar case updated in the court record. We later found out the guitar case had nothing to do with the murder. Why not? And what convinced you it had nothing to do with the case? The guitar wasn't at the Gatewater Hotel that night. Well then, where was it? The bright red guitar was eventually found at the TV studio. The victim, Juan Carita, had apparently only taken the case with him, sir. So you mean he forgot to put the guitar inside the case? You would notice that. Guitars are heavy enough, right? Yes, sir. Even when he was on stage for the ceremony, he didn't have his guitar. So That guitar case was empty even before he got to the hotel. Yeah, that's right. So it really had nothing to do with the case after all. I believe that is enough. First, the victim was choked to death with his bandana. Then, after the victim was dead, the killer deliberately stabbed him with a knife. Which brings me to my next point. Why then did the police arrest Matt Ongard? Because there was reason enough to suspect him. Here it comes. It's like Edward's back in full swing. Very well. Detective Gumshoe, please testify about this matter. Yes, sir. All right. Well, I will have to come and finish Detective Gumshoe's testimony the next time because I'm out of time. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye.